In this video, we're going to deal with what is functional language. Now stick around until the end of the video because I'm going to give you that key to understanding functional language and really clear away the mist and help you to really make this a very easy thing to understand and really easy to incorporate it into your teachings. So I'm going to get to that tip later on in the video, but let's crack on with today's video. What is functional language? One way to think about it is what functional language is not. So functional language is not vocabulary or grammar. The two ideas that might spring to mind, first of all, when we think about teaching language, we have to teach vocabulary and grammar. So what is this other one, functional language? Really, functional language is a concept. It's a way of thinking about language. It deals with language not at the word level, nor at the structural or grammatical level. Instead, it seeks to deal with language in terms of chunks of language based around their function. What are they trying to do with it? An example could help to illustrate things. Think about a sign that you might see posted around which says, "Thank you for not smoking." Now the words, "thank you," on their face might seem like they're saying thank you for something that you've done, but indeed they're not. The function of those words is what you could say is prohibition. It's telling you can't smoke. So really, when you think about functional language, first thing really to think about is think beyond just the words and beyond just the structure and what is this language seeking to achieve. So here is the key to thinking about what indeed is functional language. Think about vocabulary like this. Vocabulary is what you find in a dictionary. You find words and you find they're part of speech, and you might find something about the pronunciation and their definition. Grammar, well, you find that in a grammar book or at the back of your textbook that you're using to teach your students. So where do you find this functional language? What's the functional language book? A good way to think about it is think about a tourist phrase book. A tourist phrase book is organized around themes or indeed functions. For example, ordering at a restaurant, going to the doctor, buying a SIM card. Notice the language indeed that I'm using to describe these. They're all described in terms of gerunds. Buying a SIM card, going to the doctors, ordering at a restaurant. If you can describe the meaning or the function of the language in terms of a gerund, you're probably on to the right track. So it's a good way, it really helped me a lot to get my mind around what is this functional language. Just think about it like one of those Berlitz tourist phrase books that people often pick up. They don't want to learn or they know they don't have time to learn an entire language, so they'll pick up this phrase book that just gives them the basic phrases, how to get from A to B. And really that's what functional language is. When we take it into the classroom, functional language really lends itself well to dealing with intonation. In some ways, you could say indeed that intonation is the grammar of functional language. What do I mean? Let's take functional exponent, and that's really what you call the chunk of language, a functional exponent, and let's say it in a few different ways. So I could say, you're studying CELTA. You're studying CELTA? You're studying CELTA. Now, I said that sentence in three different ways. It had three different meanings. The first one, you're studying CELTA? That's kind of surprise, showing surprise, right? You're studying CELTA. That was kind of showing recognition or confirmation in a way. 9 times out of 10, I would say, when you teach functional language, you're going to deal with intonation. A great way to deal with intonation in the classroom is to hum it first. So, that one, you're studying CELTA? You just go, na 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 na. And, it might sound a little silly or a little funny, but that's, a nice way to bring a little bit of levity to your teaching, and students respond well to it. Just get them to do it. So everybody, repeat with me. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. You're studying CELTA. And, you can just, if you struggle with that, say the phrase with your mouth closed. So, you're studying CELTA. It really works, and removing the language helps the learners to focus in on that pronunciation aspect. Okay, that's it for today's video. I hope that one shed some light. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Canada. It's a little bit different from some of my other videos where it's winter. So I'm enjoying the sun. You can see it's really shining down on me. I think I almost need to put on my sunglasses. It's so sunshiny today. So please, as always, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Share this with anybody who you think might find it helpful. If you're working in a school or if you're on a CELTA, share it with your colleagues or your course mates. And as always, if you are interested in getting some teacher training, or you're preparing for a language exam like the C1 proficiency C2 proficiency or C1 advanced or IELTS, one of those exams, please do contact me via email at fergustrainer@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about a consultation and how we could work together. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.